The Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV proudly presents the 2022 Boys and Girls Regional Soccer Championship game live from Greenup County High School. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy in South Shore, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's Pizza in Grayson and Flatwoods, Carter Cave State Resort Park, the Greenup County Library, Ashland Community and Technical College, and All-American Graphics. Now let's head to the pitch for tonight's championship matchups here on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
And welcome into tonight's contest. Game number 2 on the girls' side of things, the 16th Region Boys and Girls Soccer Tournament here tonight. The Boys Championship, a final. Victors are the Boyd County Lions. They defeat East Carter 2-1. And real quickly, joining me here in the pregame show from the boys' side of things, East Carter head coach Quinn Huddle. Coach, a battle back and forth for 80 minutes, and unfortunately a ball that finds a way off of a player that rolls off of an East Carter player on the back end and goes in for an own goal. But a tough way to finish off the season there, but a heck of an outcome both ways back and forth for 80 minutes.
Yeah, what a game, man. What a game. We played really hard, and I'm devastated for my guys, man. You know, I think we done a lot of good things, and just a little bit unfortunate, and sometimes that's the way the game goes.
What was the big thing you get out, that's the goal there in the second minute? How big did that allow you guys to really settle in and play your game?
Oh, yeah, you know, I mean, it's a dream start for a final, and, you know, I thought that's the start we got, and, you know, we battled all night long, man. That's a really good team, and I told my guys after the game, you know, I couldn't sell it for what it is because, you know, you got to respect your opponent, but you can't give too much to them. And, you know, Boyd's a really good team, but we were foot by foot with them, and that says a lot about our guys.
You depart some big players on that team with your senior class. You lose some, but how much has this team gained from everything that those guys have done to lay the foundation?
Those guys for our program have done more than you can even imagine, and they deserve all the credit in the world. And they're, you know, 3 regional championship games, 1 KHSAA Final Four, 4 district championships. You know, there's a lot of players around this area, you know as well as I do, that would love to have that resume and would love to be able to say that. So, you know, we're devastated tonight and we're hurt tonight, but we're going to look back on this and be really proud of the guys we have and the program we have, and I have no doubts about that.
Quinn, we greatly appreciate the time. As always, a pleasure all season long covering you guys, and we'll talk to you next season.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Quinn Huddle joining me here in the pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll preview the matchup tonight. East Carter and Russell Girls Championship on the Breen. That's as we continue here on the pregame show on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pump and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stoltz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stoltz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stoltz Pharmacy. We've been there too, and I feel for that guy as well.
Let's take us back to what started that play, though. Rowland got the ball on his feet, made a nice move to the left side to get an angle. A nice save there by the goalkeeper, but it caromed off of a Raiders player, and then the goalkeeper, after trying to make the diving save, couldn't regain it. The back line couldn't get there, and it tumbles across.
Yeah, and I tell you, my coaches laugh at me because I have absolutely the worst depth perception in the world. So I really, until that referee turned around and blew that whistle and pointed to the middle, I really didn't believe it. That was, it was good to see him turn there, but Rowland, to get us in that spot. He's done that all year, and he'll continue doing it. And I'm thankful that we get to practice on Monday and play on Tuesday. Rowland's a great player, and that's why he's the 16th region tournament MVP. Back-to-back region championships. That's your third region championship now as a member of the 16th region. How big is that for your program? It's big, and it's a progression. I don't think many people had us in this spot. We always say, the 16th region, man, it's so tight for those 5 or 6 teams, and there's still teams up and coming like Fleming and those guys too. Just the soccer growth in the whole area. So, I'm proud of these guys because this wasn't easy. It wasn't easy by no means. Coach Price, congratulations. Thanks for joining us here for a few moments, and best of luck in state. Thank you. Appreciate it. That'll do it for our coverage for the boys. We'll now switch side to the girls. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the girls' 16th region championship. East Carter and Russell. Our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches, featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
If you need custom screen printing and embroidery work done, then you need to see the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics, 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson for custom screen printing and embroidery.
Getting ready for the girls' 16th region soccer championship. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Cool TV and the Cool Hits Sports Network. As East Carter and Russell will get rolling on this one, and we'll move on to the state championship that begins next week. Boyd County in the black jerseys tonight. East Carter in the whites. Russell will have possession to start things off here. They will work it from right to left as I view it here in Greenup County. I will call the names for Russell as best I can. They only have numbers on the short on the front and the number on the back. So we'll try to get as much as you can. East Carter in the white jerseys with the blue numerals. These two teams met up in the regular season. It was a 9-2 win for the Raiders. And it was a second half onslaught over in Grayson in that one. Here we go. We're underway. 16th Region Girls Championship. Here's Ellie Thomas. She's battling against Daniels. Nice job there by Gracie Davis, stepping two. Madeline Moore trying to feed it up to Thomas. Thomas was big in that win earlier this year, in that 9-2 win. She had 4 goals in that win. She's heavy pressure down in the far corner as Kinsley Rutledge will toss it in. And Thomas has it raked away from her. In the 3-2 win over Ashland on Thursday night in the semifinals. Here's Ava Quinn playing it ahead off to the far sideline. As they'll play it up to back to the back line now. That's Jenna Atkins with the ball, has it taken away, and now through ball out to Thomas. She's in a sprint with Jenna Atkins. They'll try to chase it off to the far sideline. Atkins will turn it, and Elliott will take it away. She tried to force it through to Thomas. Now Moore puts a head on the ball. Quinn turns it, feeds it off to the far sideline to Macy Vonderheide. Now Vonderheide taking up the far sideline. And now Ruby Johnson sends it all the way out near midfield, and it rolls out of bounds, and it'll be a Russell throw-in. Russell comes in with a record of 8-10-1. East Carter at 15-6-1. Physical matchup on the far sideline there with Emerson Elliott. As she gets a quick throw-in, Thomas had it at her feet for the moment. Now Russell will start the approach. They'll roll it out to the near sideline now as Coach John Perry, I can hear him from the far sideline, he said, switch the field. Now they've got it at the feet of Haley Daniels. And then a whistle and a foul on East Carter, as that one's on Moore, so it'll be, or excuse me, that's a foul on Russell, excuse me. So it's a free kick for the Raiders. Addison Tiller just across midfield. Big swing of the leg on that one, just outside the box. Carrying him around, Thomas trying to fight for position. Elliott will chase two. Lindsey Bush trying to feed it up to the Raiders. Here's Johnson poking it down. Thomas stays on the side. She's got a one-on-one. She'll cross it up, put it on the left foot, and it's wide. And a goal kick coming up for Russell. Thomas leading the Raiders this season with 41 goals. Emerson Elliott with 31. Ashlyn Elliott with 23. 3 players for the Red Devils in double-digit scorings. Eva Blank leads it with 14. Emma Stamper with 13. And Ava Quinn with 10. Here's Quinn wearing that captain's armband. Brings it near sideline. They'll try to force it upfield, and it's out of bounds. Olivia Caesar will toss it in right in front of me. Blank plays it off of her head. Rutledge tries to settle. He finds the feet of Quinn. She'll take it from near side to far. Feed it off to Vonderheide. Ashlyn Elliott with heavy pressure. And it's poked out of bounds. It's a Russell throw. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for this week's broadcasts. Across the bottom of your screen, Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Carter Cave State Resort Park, the Graham County Library, Ashland Community and Technical College, and All-American Graphics. Here's Caesar forcing Blank to fire on the brakes. A ball back out near midfield. Raiders going to have the defensive line pushed up. Now to Moore. Moore rolls it near side to Caesar. Caesar with a nice shift, pokes it ahead to Rutledge. Rutledge will take it down to that right corner. One touch on it, and she'll take it across the end line. She'll send it up into the box, and it finds its way into Thomas. She fires it, but it's knocked away. A shot knocked away again, this time by Elliott. Now Emerson Elliott on the right foot. It caroms out outside the box. Now to Bush. Blank in tow. And Blank lets it go out of bounds, and it's a Russell throw. Tiller steps to. Now Russell's Eva Blank has it at her feet. She'll give it off to Quinn. Quinn racing ahead. Starts right, comes back now left. Caesar steps in to Blank. Blank keeps it at her feet. Down to Vonderheide, right corner. Vonderheide working there on Lindsey Bush. Makes a nice move, gets down inside the 6, loses her footing. Ruby Johnson will knock it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. Russell fans wanting a foul inside the box, which would result in a penalty kick. None was given. And then the throw-in goes out of bounds, and the result will be a corner kick. A goal kick. Here's Thomas. Rolls it off to Elliott, pushes it through. Thomas on a run out. There's Elliott as well. They've got an offsides on East Carter. So the infraction will stop the run out for the moment. Give the ball back to Russell.
Come on, kids, let pressure.
Here's Blank taking it down the near side. Ball was in the net, and it's offsides. Here's Bush, pushes it ahead up front. Ball dropped backward. Caesar touches it back to Rutledge near sideline. Rutledge trying to chip it ahead, looking for Thomas. Now Rutledge will send it across the middle, and that's Ava Quinn. Quinn trying to play a one-timer. It's up to Addison Tiller, and she'll send it back across the middle of the field. Now Elliott battling against Madeline Wells. There's Gracie Davis. Now Stamper has it. Quinn brings it near side to Blank. On a run down the near sideline, Daniels trying to work it down to the left corner. Davis playing on her. And now Tiller, after Davis took it away, sends it up the near sideline. It's poked out of bounds, and it's a Raider throw. Rutledge in those two colored cleats gets it in, but can't control it to her player. Now a loose ball out near midfield. It's poked out in front. That's Elliott off the left side. Emerson Elliott touches it out to Ashlyn Elliott off the left side with a dart in the back of the net. And the Raiders taking the lead. It's 1-0. The Elliott connection.
Tis 'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11
in the 9th minute.
The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch.
Carter grabs a 1-0
the
lead.
Greenup branch is Wednesdays with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration.
Haley Addison had the ball. Now to Jenna Atkins.
Today is
off to
your
Fonderheide.
day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical
Elliott
College,
playing it ahead, trying to get out to Thomas. Thomas has it at her feet for a moment, and it's sent away on the back row.
Flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions
Fonderheide.
in IT, healthcare, and
Lindsey
more.
Bush steps to and takes it out of her
Tough,
feet.
but not as tough as you. Visit
Ashlyn Elliott feeds it ahead to Thomas. Thomas with a run out. She's got to look at the net. A nice step, too, on the back end by Stamper.
Papa John's has done it
Excuse
again.
me, not Stamper. That was Blank. Again, it's hard to see the numbers.
Just
They're
a
almost
whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings
illegible.
you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking.
So ball's kicked out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick
savory
for the
meats,
Raiders.
All covered in melty
Leading
cheese
1-0
and
here in the
those
first half.
signature sauces. Try flavors like
Ashlyn
Italian
Elliott,
meat
Emerson
trio,
Elliott
chicken
hooking up
Alfredo, and garden
on a nice
veggie.
little
Or
1-2
get
ball,
creative
if you
and
will.
build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
If you need
There's a
custom
ball
screen
into the
printing and
box.
embroidery work done, then you
Settled
need
at
to
the
see
feet for the
professionals
moment.
at
Here's
All American
more.
Graphics. At the end
Now
of
to
the
Thomas.
AA Highway in
Thomas rolling it off to
All
Davis.
American Graphics can do any
Now
type
Olivia
of screen
Caesar
printing and does
dropping back
quality
near
embroidery
midfield,
work
turns
on
and tries to
shirts,
fire down.
sweatshirts,
Ava Quinn knocks it off of her leg. Now Quinn's got it on the near sideline. Quinn sprinting ahead. Tiller trying to size her up. Quinn loses handle on the ball.
Screen printing and embroidery.
Ruby Johnson turns it to the far sideline as Ashlyn Elliott will roll it off to Bush. Bush can't get there. It's out of bounds and a Russell throw. There's a ball slow rolled down to the box, and Tiller trying to clear it as Daniels was looking to make a run. And down in the far corner, it's kicked out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. I had the game over in Grayson when these two teams met up. It was a competitive game to halftime, and then the Raiders came out of the halftime period and were just absolutely on fire, firing at just about every position they could find to score. The big difference that night is Russell was without their starting goalie. They had Macy Dickerson in the net. Here's a chip shot coming to the near sideline. It's touched back in by Blank. Now Caesar working on Blank. Tiller off to Rutledge. And then a ball touched out of bounds right next to me. It'll be a throw in by Rutledge. She'll take it down to Thomas. Thomas gets poked out of bounds on a shove by Russell's Ryan Blank. Thomas a little slow to come to her feet for a moment. And it'll be a free kick by the Raiders. Addison Tiller will come up and deliver it. Big leg down toward the box. Off the arm of Ashlyn Elliott. Take a look at this one again on a nice ball toward the net. Elliott had it for a moment there, but goalkeeper for the Devils tonight, Allie Hurst, able to corral it in.
County Public Library
Still 1-0 Raiders.
Each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on
Here's
Tuesdays.
Stamper,
The
loses
Greenup
it
branch
from
is
Davis.
Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up
Now
today
a ball
for
forced
Movie
out.
Mania
Thomas and
at all
Atkins
3
on a
branches,
run out.
featuring Downton
And
Abbey, A New Era,
Hurst comes
The
out,
Munsters,
puts it in the
Beetlejuice,
midst.
and 9 to 5. To find out which branches
A low
and which
kick
times,
off the
go to
chest of Daniels.
greenuplib.org for more.
Shy of midfield. She'll try to start a push. She gets it to the feet of Ava Quinn. Back to Daniels. Now down to Fonderheide on the right side. Lindsey Bush dropping back on the defensive side of things. Fonderheide takes it into the right side, curls it back into the box. Stamper now reversing back toward Quinn. Quinn will curl off to the left side, puts it on the right foot, loses possession of it. Olivia Caesar steps to. For the moment, the Raiders knock it away. Jenna Atkins steps up.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
Addis down to Blank. Blank loses her footing, and Addison Tiller tried to bring it up to midfield, but she can't get it to the spot that she wanted. But Olivia Caesar reverses fields and sends it off to Elliott. She's in a 2-on-1. There's her sister of Ashland who rolls it off. Now to Lindsey Bush on a roll up the far sideline. Bush working on Jenna Atkins. Ball's pushed out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Jenna Atkins and Russell.
If you need custom screen printing and embroidery work done, then
inside
you
of
need to see the
25 minutes to play and a half, Raiders lead this one 1-0 with an
an
Elliott goal in the 9th minute of the contest.
Any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics, 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson.
Knocking around on the far side.
And embroidery.
Ball down in the box, and a nice diving save there by Braylee Boggs. Quinn took a big swing at it. Could make the connection, and it stays 1-0. Good ball out near midfield, a big hop. Promise Burnham put a head to it. Poked out of bounds, Russell throw. Vonderheid settles it at her feet and kicks it out of bounds. Subs coming on for East Carter. Let's go side by side with Papa John's.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Russell had a run for a moment. The Raider defense steps to again. Essie Kaiser checking into the game. Vonderheid trying to curl back to the right. And Blank nets it through off the right edge, and we're even at 1. So 1-1 here in the 17th minute. As Russell gets on the scoreboard. Blank off to Quinn. Quinn dancing this way and that off to Vonderheid. Vonderheid down inside the box again. Working against Ruby Johnson, and it's a corner kick for Russell. Good booming kick to the back line. Blank had a run at the net, and it's a goal kick for the Raiders. Blank's 15th goal of the season. Vonderheid dropped it in on the assist. She was trying to feed it to Stamper, and it got past her and found Blank's feet. Tiller with a good boom. Ashlyn Elliott on the far sideline. Johnson steps to. Ball kicks back to her. She tries to feed it up to Thomas. Russell's defensive line thwarts it away for a second. Here's Essie Kaiser over to Elliott. Elliott trying to feed it off to Emerson Elliott. Madeline Wells takes it away, drops it back to Jenna Adkins. Russell will start a reversal now. Promise Burnham Brings it off to the near side to Ryan Blank. Blank with a touch off to Ava Blank. Heavy pressure there from Olivia Caesar. Now Quinn at midfield, working on Moore. Runs into Caesar. She got leveled, and a foul on Russell, saying that she extended the arm. Caesar has taken some big hits tonight. So Addison Tiller will roll it up near midfield and will take a big swing of the leg and see if she can drive one down near the box. Nearly halfway home here in the first of the Girls Region Championship. All knotted at 1. Ball kicks off of Daniels for the moment. Rutledge trying to shield it. She does so, and she'll throw it in for the Raiders. Surveying for Thomas. She'll try to go down to her in the corner. Now the ball finds it back into Thomas's feet away from Rutledge. Thomas feeds it off the backside. There's a run out by Elliott in the box, and it's kicked away to the near sideline. Curling from behind is Ryan Blank. She'll bring it off to Eva Blank. Blank can't get it. She'll take Caesar to the field again. A Raider throw. Now Elliott with a nice move. She's got 3 on, though. Feeds it off to the left side. Jenna Atkins takes it away. And a dart to the far sideline as a Russell coach grabs it away. And he's called a throw in. That one even caught MJ McKay off guard a little bit. Here's Ruby Johnson. Lost the handle on the ball. Stamper tries to feed it off to Blank. Her and Caesar get tied up on the feet again. And a foul against Russell again, and it's an East Carter kick. Tiller. Ball with a 1 hop. And Promise Burnham sends it back up. Stamper trying to settle it. Does so and gets it off to Ava Quinn. Quinn pushing up that right side. She's got Daniels coming down the middle now. Vonderheide working off on the right. Quinn will take it off that way. She's got 2 on with Elliott behind her. Now she'll turn and reverse it. Now Addis looks at left side to Blank. Caesar working on her. Now a lot of pushing and shoving. Blank keeping it for the moment. Looks at a double team and a whistle and a foul. And it's a free kick for Russell. East Carter wins it out of the air. Vonderheide on the back line. Lindsey Bush chasing after. Vonderheide can't get there. It'll be a goal kick for the Raiders. Approaching the 17-minute mark left to go in the first half. Big swing of the leg there. Essie Kaiser tries to play it down. It's an inadvertent handball, so it'll be a free kick for Russell. Quinn sets it up, takes a swing toward the net, and that one's wide right and deep. Big upset tonight in college football. Tennessee has defeated Alabama down in Knoxville. 1-1 our score here in this game. Caesar loses it out of bounds as a Russell throw in. Blank and Caesar is just playing pinball with each other. And we have had both of those players on the field, more Caesar than anything. Tiller puts it in the air, brings it out near midfield. Thomas fighting for position. Moore touches it off to Rutledge. Rutledge looks it through. Thomas trying to give chase. A nice move there by Promise Burnham. Here's Daniels. Now to Quinn. Quinn reversing field off to Vonderhyde. She's giving chase. She'll gain control of the ball on the sideline. Across midfield she comes. Lindsey Bush applying the pressure. Vonderhyde beats her. Trying to push it down in the corner. There's nobody there. Now Stamper looking to curl it in. Essie Kaiser kicks it out of bounds. And it's a Russell throw. 15 minutes to go in the half. All tied at 1 here in the girls' regional championship. Slow roller across the face of the end line. Braylee Boggs picks it up and she'll toss it out. Boggs with a good leg, and she got another good one there. Thomas tries to play it off of her feet, but it was too stiff, and it rolls right back out to Ava Quinn. Russell on the approach. Here's Quinn with a two-hopper right into the hands of Boggs. For the moment, over about the last 15 minutes of this ball game, Russell has been the aggressor. Elliott off the far side. Now Bush trying to push it ahead to Thomas, but they can't make the connection. Thomas steps two. Russell will reverse fields, bring it near sideline. Playing it into the middle. Addis now reverses fields off to Adkins. .14 minutes to go in the half. Now Essie Kaiser rolls it back out to Caesar. Here comes Blank on her. They'll bring it up toward Rutledge. Ava Quinn looks at a double team. Caesar goes to the deck again. Here's a ball down to Quinn in the left corner. Rutledge staying on her. Quinn settles. Rutledge steps two, takes her off her mark for a moment. Caesar goes to the deck again as she comes through. And a whistle on Ava Quinn and a yellow card. So crowd getting after each other now. So the long walk across the field. A big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Carter Cave State Resort Park, the Greenup County Library, Ashland Community and Technical College, and All-American Graphics. So Quinn parked on the sideline for the moment as our center judge has a conversation with John Perry. And back underway we go. Entering the game is Gracie Miller replacing Quinn. They move Blank into the center back position, or center midfield position that was occupied by Quinn. Essie Kaiser stepping two. Blank with pressure. She keeps the ball on her feet. We play through. Addis looking off to Vonderhyde on the far sideline. Here comes Quinn to the side, ready to check in. She'll check in at the next stoppage and play for Russell. Vonderhyde, a good booming kick down inside the box. Stamper had it for the moment. East Carter sends it away. Here's Ryan Blank, rolls it off near side. That's out to Miller. Out the feet of Blank, off to Vonderhyde. Settles it at her feet. Punches it into Stamper. Stamper gets through, and a ball caroms off and out of bounds, and it's a corner kick for the Red Devils. Here comes Quinn back in. She'll replace Gracie Miller. 11:50 to play in the first half and a 1-1 ball game. Earlier this evening, it was Boyd County defeating East Carter 2-1 in the championship game for boys. So the Boyd County Lions going back-to-back region champions. Here's Vonderheide. Good swing into the box. Ball kicking away and into the hands of Boggs. A couple of corner kicks for Russell. Has been none to show for yet. Quinn wins it at midfield. A touch back toward her. She's working on Elliott. Rolls it down toward Vonderheide. She's chased there by Bush. Ruby Johnson steals it away. Lofts it back out toward Thomas. She has been held quiet here in the first half. They've been able to keep her silent and not allowed to get any runs going. That's something this East Carter team is really known for, is those runs because of the speed they have up front. Here's Rutledge now. A touch off to the near side. Here's Thomas. Thomas steps through. She'll put it on the left side and roll it in for the goal. Take a look at this one again. Thomas made her own work. Goes from right to left. And East Carter regains the lead, 2-1.
For the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches
29th
at 11
minute.
each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for
now the Raiders stepping too, trying to get it back to the feet of Thomas again. And Crazy Allen, as soon as I made that comment, East Carter does just that. But it was Rutledge that started it. Again, she was the one that put the game winner in the air against Ashland Thursday night. And it was her winning the ball in the middle of the field.
At Ashland
and
Community and Technical
Thomas
College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously
doing what she does
affordable,
best.
Amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more.
Nice ball curled into the middle. Rutledge lifts it into the air. It's poked out. Blank settles it at her feet. She's got Quinn up ahead. She'll roll it toward her. Quinn fighting through two players. Back to the feet of Blank.
Done it again. Introducing
now toward
Papa
Vonderheide.
Bowls. No crust, just
it kicks out of bounds. It was off Lindsey Bush. It's a Russell throw. She drops it at Daniel's feet. She'll loft it down toward Stamper. Addison Tiller heads it away. Lets it settle.
Signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian meats trio.
Now Vonderheide. Tiller takes it away, but she can't control it. It's into the Raider bench.
John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Cool evening here tonight in Lloyd.
Printing and embroidery work done, then you need to see the professionals.
Playing under the lights for the region championship.
At the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American
here comes
Graphics
near side off to Blank.
Brian
Blank, that is. She'll feed it down now to Eva Blank.
Shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call
Blank working on Caesar. Caesar jumps in front of her, and they'll get Blank on a foul again. So that one's
for custom screen printing and embroidery.
Going to be a free kick for East Carter, and Tiller puts it on the turf, and she'll send it ahead. Another good ball. Essie Kaiser settles it for just a second. Now Caesar working on Blank, and they're tied up again. This time it's on Caesar, so it's going to be a free kick for Russell. Stamper tries to go quick, gets it out to Ava Quinn. Now Vonderheide, cut off there by Lindsey Bush. And it's a throw in for Russell. Down in that far corner. Inside of 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Raiders lead at 2-1. Jenna Atkins settles it. Russell's got its defensive line pushed all the way across midfield. Trying to put the pressure on East Carter. Thomas providing pressure. Caesar takes it away, chips it over top. Here's Dunham. Burnham, Ball chipped down. Nice job there by Tiller to send it away. Now Quinn working off the left side. Gets a nice 1-2. Quinn down into the box. And a nice job there by Madeline Moore to take it away from her. Kinsley Rutledge working on Quinn. Quinn with a push. Rutledge staying with her. Here's a ball coming to the near sideline. And East Carter touched it last. It's a throw for Russell. Rutledge has it carry him off of Ryan Blank for the moment. There's Ashlyn Elliott at midfield. Lindsey Bush trying to touch it up toward Emerson Elliott, but it's too stiff. Here's Stamper working on that right side, but Ruby Johnson is right there. And it's a throw-in for Russell. 6.5 to go in the half. Vonderheid on a run. Touches it one time right. Trying to curl it across that end line. She'll hit a slow roller, but Addison Tiller played that one perfectly. Now here's a ball that rolls out to Ashlyn Elliott. She'll try to start a push for the Raiders. She's got Emerson down that far side line. Now Emerson's got it at her feet. Thomas in the center. He'll try to feed it through. A nice play there by Jen Atkins on the back row. Elliott touches it across to Thomas. Thomas puts it on the left side, and a nice save there by Allie Hurst to keep the game and the deficit at only 1. 2-1 our score here inside of 6 to play in the half. Big bouncing ball out near midfield, won by Madeline Moore. Here's Elliott. Rutledge loses it after it kicks away just for a moment. Caesar tries to step 2 on Blank. Eva will drop it to Ryan. Ryan will center it up. Moore pokes it through. There's Thomas on a run out. Jenna Atkins dropping, and she turns and lofts it out of bounds to the far sideline. It'll be a Raider throw-in. Stay tuned with me at the half. We'll check all the scoring from this one. And we'll get you up to date on how things play out in the second half. Here's another ball out of bounds, and another Raider throw-in down to that far corner. Inside of 5 to play in half. There's a ball sent into the box. Rutledge trying to come to Ryan Blank, sends it away though. Ava Quinn off of her head. Essie Kaiser touches it down toward Thomas. Ball rolled out to the near sideline. It's a Raider throw-in. Olivia Caesar will pick it up. She'll take it down into the far corner. Looking for Rutledge. Rutledge kicks it off of Blank's legs. Rutledge will throw it into the box. There's Thomas. Played it too stiff off of her feet. Quinn with the interception. Now at the Stamper. Stamper with 3 on, including pressure from behind. Ruby Johnson with a nice job there, stepping 2 on a ball that was fed up through the middle. Daniels off to Vonderheid. Vonderheid pokes it through to Stamper. Nice job there by Addison Tiller. And then Vonderheid booms one deep and up against the fence on the back row. Let's go side by side with Papa John's for 30 seconds.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Ball back near midfield. Raiders leading 2-1. 3 minutes to go here in the half of the girls' 16th Region Championship game. Thomas trying to win possession on the far sideline. Ball lifted out toward Elliott. Ryan Blank sends it in the air. Rutledge tries to chip it over to Thomas. Thomas settles it off of her leg. She'll roll it out toward Olivia Caesar on a run. Blank turns it, brings it back upfield. Here's Caesar coming in from behind, trying to get position. Blank takes it all the way across the far sideline. Vonderheide feeds it off now to Quinn. Quinn pokes it down into the quarter. Stamper. Stamper has it on her right leg, and it's kicked out of bounds. And it's a corner kick coming up for Russell. Stamper will do the kicking duties. Ball curling across the box. It's ricochets out toward Vonderheide. She'll send it across the face. Tiller sends it out. Ball chipped out toward Thomas, but Jenna Atkins comes to. Addis will take it away for Russell for the moment. We've got almost right at now 90 seconds to play in the half, and the Raiders in front 2-1. Here's Quinn. Essie Kaiser in tow. Bush steps to. Kicks off of her and over toward Vonderheide. And then Ruby Johnson, a nice steal there. Here's Elliott. Trying to play it through and couldn't get it. Nice step there by Jenna Atkins. Addis rolls it near side to Blank. Caesar takes it away. Ryan Blank and Eva Blank playing a 1-2 connection. Here's a ball coming down the near sideline right in front of my position. Ryan Blank will settle it. She'll drop it off to Promise Burnham. Now Atkins inside of a minute to play in the half. Vonderheide curling it right, working on Lindsey Bush. Russell throw far side. Ruby Johnson steps in front of that throw. Vonderheide settles it. She'll bring it from far side to near. Touches it back to Quinn. 5 seconds to go in the half. And that's going to take us to halftime. It has been a thrilling physical matchup. And it is a 2-1 lead by the Raiders here after the first 40 minutes of action. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break it down, talk about the game earlier this evening. It was a win for the Boyd County Lions on the boys' side of things, and get you ready for the second half of action. That's as we continue here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
Halftime here in Lloyd, the girls' 16th Region Soccer Championship. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. First goal of the game coming off the Elliott to Elliott combination in the 9th minute of action. 1-0 East Carter. Eva Blank took a ball from Vonderheide. She was trying to feed it to Stamper. It went too wide, but right there was Eva Blank on the back post in the 17th minute, evening the game at 1. And then in the 29th minute, Ellie Thomas gets out on a nice run on a ball settled by Rutledge and puts East Carter in front 2-1 here at the break. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the game earlier this evening. It was the boys' regional championship, and the Boyd County Lions go back-to-back with a victory over East Carter. Our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need.
Better pizza, better brace yourself, because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Explore your Kentucky state parks with a trip to Carter Cave. Carter Cave State Resort Park offers tours of Cascade and X Cave Wednesday through Sunday, and with nearly 30 miles of hiking trails, they're a great destination for every outdoor enthusiast. Come and stay in one of the lodge rooms or just relax in your cottage. Check the Carter Cave State Resort Park website for availability and additional information. Carter Cave State Resort Park, one of Kentucky's best kept secrets.
Halftime here in Lloyd. And East Carter leads this one by a score of 2-1 over Russell. Halfway home to back-to-back region championships. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight, as it has been a physical battle back and forth. Which team can persevere and get into the state championship, which begins next week? Looking at the way things line up for the girls' state tournament, the 16th region is going to play Bishop Brossart. That game will play on Monday the 17th. Time and date still to be determined based on RPI, obviously. We all know that's how things work out. So, depending on which team gets through between these two, Bishop Brossart's RPI rating is a .56992. Checking the RPI between East Carter and Russell, and looks like both of those have a higher RPI rating. So East Carter has a higher RPI rating. Russell does not. So a East Carter win would put the Raiders playing host on Monday night. Let's take a final break. When we return, it's the second half. After this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all three branches, featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
If you need custom screen printing and embroidery work done, then you need to see the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics, 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson for custom screen printing and embroidery.
Ready for second half of action here tonight. Happy to have you along with us here on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. A big thanks to all of our sponsors. Clark's Pump and Chops of the Tri-State, where you can return, refresh, and refuel. A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, and McDonald Pharmacy in South Shore, more than just a pharmacy. Kentucky Farmers Bank, the Better Bank, member FDIC. Pure Country Automotive, great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, better ingredients, better pizza. That's Papa John's. Carter Cave State Resort Park, check out the cabins, the lodge, and the Tennery's Cavern Restaurant. The Greenup County Library, check out all they have to offer. Ashland Community and Technical College, never too late to further your education at ACTC, and All-American Graphics. Second half underway, here we go. East Carter has the possession to start things off. They'll work it from right to left as I view it here. Elliott works it into the middle, tries to punch it through toward Thomas. It's swatted away, off the back line. Here's Quinn. Settles it at her feet, pushes it near side to Vonderhyde. Vonderhyde working up into the box on that right edge, tries to roll it across the 6, and Tiller takes it away again. And a whistle and a foul from behind, and it's a free kick coming up for the Raiders. Stay tuned with us at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game show. We'll have scoring and stats from this one. We'll have the trophy presentations. We'll try to grab both head coaches as well, if time permits, as we'll crown a girls region champion here on Cool TV. Here's Caesar. Ryan Blank rolls it ahead. Caesar turns and curls it back out toward Thomas. Thomas, a nice little touch to Rutledge there. She tries to work it back out to Thomas, but she can't make the connection. Now Caesar booms one ahead. Here comes Thomas. It's lofted off to the near sideline, and that's Ashlyn Elliott who tries to track it down, but it's out of the back line, and it'll be a goal kick for Russell. I believe, unless they said it was touched, And that they did. So this is going to be a corner kick for the Raiders. So Kinsley Rutledge, those two different color shoes, red and blue. She's easy to find on the field. She'll put it on just the edge of your screen there. Didn't get under that one. It was a low line drive. She comes up, kicks off the chest of Jenna Atkins. Battling with her for position. Atkins keeps it at her feet, trying to force the ball back to Quinn, and she finds it at her. Quinn into the middle. Nice job there by Johnson. Moore had it for a second, couldn't take care of it. Quinn brings it ahead. Caesar steps in front of it and intercepts it. Here's Ryan Blank poking it through. Ruby Johnson lifts it into the skyline on a crystal clear night. And here's a through ball. And Ellie Thomas with a run out coming right at the goalkeeper, but she was offsides. Either way, had she made the hookup. And it'll be a kick for Russell from that spot of the infraction. Russell put one in the net early, but it was negated due to a player being offsides. 9th minute, East Carter took a 1-0 lead. The 17th minute, Russell answered. And then Ellie Thomas on the 29th minute gave the Raiders the lead, and that's where we currently stand. Here's a nice ball up to Elliott. Elliott tries to take it from the right side, and she got it knocked off her feet from behind. So it goes back out to Russell as Hurst will send it off to the far side. Rutledge steps up, intercepts it, and loses it out of bounds. So Ryan Blank will toss it in. Drops it to Eva Blank. She loses it out of bounds. It was touched by Caesar. The ball goes all the way through, and Addison Tiller booms it back into the offensive half of the field for the Raiders. Now Thomas nearly stole it away. Here's Davis. Off to the far sideline. Just trading possessions near midfield. Lindsey Bush lifts it into the skylights. 50-50 ball at midfield. Tiller sends it away. Trading possessions for the moment. Neither team able to make any hay, and it's poked out of bounds, and Ryan Blank will toss it in. Drops it at the feet of Haley Daniels. Gets it right back and then sends it forward. Tiller backs up on it. Sends it right back. Here's Rutledge out to Elliott. Elliott has position on the inside. Now adjusts, comes back to the right, and a nice play there by Jenna Atkins to send it away. Quinn with a good through ball. She's got Blank out in front at her feet. She takes it to the left. Her and Tiller get upended. John Perry holding his hands up on the far sideline. You can see him there in the screen, wanting a foul on the box. None given, and we continue to play on. Now, girls soccer is not physical, has never been to a game. They get after it. Trying to run and save it. There was Blank on a ball down on the end line. Could not get there. So it'll be a goal kick coming up for East. These two teams, they simply don't like each other. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They just don't like each other. East Carter's won the last two meetings, including last year in the regional tournament. Here's Thomas trying to sprint ahead. She can't get there, and then Jenna Atkins just shoved her down. Ellie Thomas is down. And Thomas trying to get back to her feet as her team comes down to her. We'll take a break. We're back in 30 seconds on the Coolidge Sports Network.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
He's Carter's athletic trainer continuing to work on Ellie Thomas. Like he's looking at the foot or ankle area. And a tense moment here for the Raiders as their leading scorer. 41 goals, 42 now after she put one in the first half. Still being attended to after taking a nasty spill just outside the box. East Carter scored first in this one. In the 9th minute, it was the Elliott combination that we've seen so many times this season. That made it 1-0. Russell evened things at 1 in the 17th minute. Eva Blank finished off on a shot from Vonderheide. And then in the 29th minute, it was Emily Thomas finishing on a ball that was set up from Rutledge that she took from the center of the field and punched it through to Thomas on a run out. And Thomas finished in the net for a 2-1 lead. And we are at stoppage here with 33-29 to play in the ball game. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll get you ready for action as East Carter leading Russell 2-1 here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
If you need custom screen printing and embroidery work done, then you need to see the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics, 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson for custom screen printing and embroidery.
Well, Ellie Thomas helped to the sideline by some team members, but it was not good as she was taken off, as she was carried by her teammates to the sideline, and the foot was off, or the shoe was off the foot, excuse me, and apparent lower foot, ankle, certainly not going to speculate by any means, but it is going to be a penalty kick awarded. And Ashlyn Elliott will take the kick from the mark. And it's blocked. Nice save there by Hurst. And back underway we go.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all three branches.
Over the middle, Avery Hall into the game for Thomas.
Beetlejuice and 9 to 5.
Her playing with the ball near side.
Times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was
yesterday. Elliott trying to get a run out on the near sideline, and she's offside.
To get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and
2-1 here in the second half. East Carter trying to go back-to-back.
Amazingly flexible.
They're going to have to do it without the services of their leading scorer on the season of Ellie Thomas,
the real world's
who's out of this ball game.
Not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Better ingredients, better
the 117 goals this team has scored this year, she's got 42 of them.
Done it again.
Here's Tiller, sends it away. Quinn sends it right back to her.
Just a whole bunch of those Papa
Caesar
John's
steps through, brings it near side to Lindsey Bush. Now Moore, chip shot near sideline. Wells will settle it.
Cheese and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian meats trio,
ball
chicken Alfredo,
pinballing around. Davis
or get creative and build your own.
Gets it out to Quinn.
If you need custom screen printing and
Quinn tries to start a run up the far sideline.
See the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing.
Blank up the far sideline. Caesar sizing her up. They've seen a lot of each other tonight. Blank trying to dribble through the pressure of Davis now. Touches it off. Here's a ball on the left foot. And a nice job there by Ruby Johnson to take it away. She turns and rolls it back out near midfield. Here's Vonderheide. Punches it through to Quinn. Chip shot down into the corner, giving a run. There is Gracie Davis. Excuse me, Gracie Miller. And Miller will do the throw-in, but first we'll get a couple of subs. Jenna Atkins coming on. Back in is Essie Kaiser. As Gracie Davis for East Carter will check out. And Gracie Miller for Russell checks out. Happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Coed Sports Network and Cool TV on a cool evening here in Lloyd in the girls' regional championship. Here's a ball on the back post, and a big foot there by Blank sends it over the fence and out of the complex. So a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. Trying to go back-to-back. I talked with Coach Walker this morning, and he said it just the makeup of this team and the way they play together, especially when things get sideways. They find a way to play for each other, and that was the way things played on Thursday night's win over Ashland. The final goal of the game, he said, was nothing that he came up with as far as a coaching decision. What a play there by Rutledge as she goes out the back door. Bush sends it ahead. Coming up is Elliott, and she'll have the ball kicked out of bounds. Rutledge with a throw. Rutledge went out the back door there with the foot and fed it perfectly out to Bush. Now Rutledge working with it on the left side. Here's Elliott. Swings it into the box. But there's Hurst with the mitts as she puts it away. But going back to the final play, the winning play, it was Rutledge who went to Coach Walker and said, I can't make the cross from the left side. I need to go to the right. So her and Elliott switch places. And it was Ashland that poked in the goal that beat Ashland. And 16 seconds left in the second golden goal period. Here's Quinn. Moore pokes it out on the near sideline. Quinn will touch it back to Vonderheide on the out-of-bounds line, and she'll toss it in. Here's Daniels. Vonderheide lifts it back into the center of the field, and Tiller kicks it away. Now Tiller will settle it at her feet. A foul on Russell inside of 30 minutes to play here in the ball game. Big ball, a hop, and a play off of the chest of Elliott. Leaves it there for for Emerson. Emerson settling it up. Takes it off now to Ashland, and that one's over the goalkeeper's hands and in the net. Take another look at this one. Emerson Elliott right across the top. And a 3-1 lead now for the Raiders.
October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays with the McKell branch.
So Emerson Elliott.
Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice,
puts it in
and
3-1 our score.
To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration.
There's a big
that
boom.
Was yesterday. Today is your day.
Rutledge
to get back on
chips it
track
across
to
the top of the
future.
Russell
Ashland
defense.
Community and
Atkins
College, we
turns
are
and kicks
open
it out on the
ready to
near
help
sideline.
Now, with ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough.
There's Rutledge
but
out in that
not
left
as tough
corner
as you.
now.
Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing
I've
Papa
never seen
Bowls.
that motion
No
in
crust,
soccer in my
just
life.
a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love.
I don't know what that
Baking
means.
hot
I wish I could tell you.
I'm
I've never
talking
seen that
crisp
motion in soccer in my
veggies,
life.
Savory meats all covered in melty cheese.
Either way,
and those
Russell
signature
with
sausage.
the ball
Try
at the
flavors
feet of
like
Ava
Cali
Quinn.
Meats Trio,
We'll take it
Chicken
near side to far
Alfredo,
now.
and Garden Veggie.
Wants to poke
Get
it through.
creative and build your
Addison
own.
Tiller steps to again.
If you need
Elliott had it for a second, lost it. We'll come back to Vonderheide near sideline. Lindsey Bush working on her.
At the end
And
of the AA
Bush
highway in Grayson.
pushes it out, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Here comes another card. And that's on Vonderheide.
Shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All-American Graphics. 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA highway in Grayson.
26:39 to go.
Printing and embroidery.
Frustration mounting, and that there was no signal to play yet. Tiller was ready to go. She boomed that one ahead. She said, let's get after this. All right, so we're going to have a throw in now. Lindsey Bush is going to toss it in for the Raiders. And off we go. Essie Kaiser. Stamper with a hand in her back. Quinn reverses it. Caesar off the far side. Intercepts it. Feeds it out to Emerson Elliott. Elliott's got it at her feet, working on Ava Quinn. Loses it for a second. Now the Boo Birds raining down from the Russell sideline. Great hustle play there by Blank on the far side. She'll drop it off to Ryan Blank. Here's Caesar. Making contact with Blank. Those two have been like north-south magnets. They have been connected all night long. They're both going to need ice baths after this one's over. It has been a physical matchup between those two all evening. Here's Quinn. Nice move there on Rutledge. Loses it for a moment. Blank working on Caesar. A lot of pushing and shoving. And they'll get that one on Caesar again. So it's going to be a free kick for Russell, I believe. No, they've turned this one and said that one's on Blank. John Perry just holding his hands up on the other side, saying, how's it even possible? So 25 minutes to go, and it's going to be a very interesting 25 minutes to say the least. Here's Blank working toward the ball. East Carter settles it up near midfield. Here's a run out to Rutledge trying to get position. Jenna Atkins comes in from behind. Atkins showing off that speed. Rutledge trying to still win possession. They'll kick it back out toward Rutledge. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders as Madeline Wells kicks it out of bounds. We'll drop it to Moore, bring it back to Rutledge. Here's Elliott down in the box looking at 2 on. And then a big kick out of bounds there by Addis. And stop the clock again. And our official is having a group discussion right now. It looks like a teacher calming down its classroom. So back underway. Moore brings it back to Bush. A big swing of the leg as the back row clears it out to Stamper for the moment. Now Daniels working with heavy pressure there by Elliott. Rutledge crosses it up, but they'll get East Carter on a push on the back line, so it's a free kick coming up for Russell. 3-1 as we approach the halfway point of the second half. Regional championship game will be played Monday night against Bishop Brossart. The location still yet to be determined, and it all goes off of RPI. Here's Quinn. Touches it into the box left side. Here's a big swing and off the right side. Take a look at this one again. It was a nice feed there down the blank. She stepped through and a big swing, but just wide right.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October
Couple of
at your
subs
Greenup County Public
checking in
Library
for
branches
Russell.
at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches, featuring Downton Abbey: A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9
Now
to 5.
our official
To find out which branches and which times,
coming near
go
side.
to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and
some
Technical
reason we
College,
had
we're
a
open
stoppage
and
in
ready to
play, and I
help
have no idea
now.
why.
With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible
Let's get the
classes
clock
that
caught
can
up
lead
here
to
now.
highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more.
There's been some confusing
The real
things in this
world's
game, to say the
tough, but
least.
not as tough as
Either
you.
way,
Visit
we play on.
kctc.edu/find your career.
Here's
Better
Addis.
ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's
Off the blank and
has done it
Caesar
again.
in a physical
Introducing
battle.
Papa Bowls. No
And
crust,
that's a foul
just
on
whole
Russell,
bunch
and
of those Papa John's toppings
John
you
Perry
love.
again, just
They
holding his hands
come in
up.
hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats.
If this was basketball, they'd been fouled out about 4 minutes into the game.
Sauces.
They have
Try
been
flavors
after
like
each other.
Italian meats trio, chicken Alfredo, and garden veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Here's
If you
Moore
need custom screen
winning the
printing
physical
and
battle for the
embroidery work
second.
done, then you
And it
need
drops
to see
back
the
to
professionals
blank.
at
Now
All
Daniels.
American Graphics. At the end of the AA Highway
trying to find
in Grayson,
Quinn.
All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts,
Miller
sweatshirts,
was
hats,
looking for
hoodies, and
Quinn,
more.
but couldn't
Call
make the hookup.
475-3770
It comes near
for
sideline. It's
All
out of
American
bounds, and Jenna
Graphics.
Atkins will
Call
toss it in for
13
Russell.
State Highway 7 at
Good
the
throw
end
there
of the
by her.
AA
Has
Highway in
Quinn on a
Grayson
run.
for custom screen printing and embroidery.
It was too far down the line, though, and she couldn't make the play. Here's Essie Kaiser. Now Avery Hall. Caesar sends it out toward midfield. Elliott trying to win it. Now it's at the feet of Rutledge. Ashland Elliott turns it, trying to get it to Bush. Here's Quinn. Going to the far side. S.E. Kaiser cuts her off there. A nice defensive play. Addis. And then kicked out of bounds to the far sideline by Burnham. Here comes Gracie Davis back on. Let's go side by side with Papa John's.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get...
Past the halfway point here in the second half. 3-1 Raiders. Tiller sends it up the near sideline, but she can't curl it the right direction. It bends out of bounds, and it's a Russell throw. Jenna Atkins will send it forward. Trying to save it near sideline with Stamper, and she lifted it up into the skylights on a crystal clear night here in Lloyd, and it's out of bounds. Now a throw in touches off of Rutledge's leg, and a throw in for Vonderheide. That was an illegal throw. I don't know if she got it all the way behind her head. Either way, we play on. Stamper looking across, had Blank running. She fell down. Now we'll roll back to Elliott, and she'll try to start a push ahead. Big swing down toward the box. Hurst will come out without anyone making a run. Typically, that's Ellie Thomas that's on that run, but she was injured with 33:29 to go in the ball game and is on the sideline and not in any appearance whatsoever looking like she has any chance of returning to this one. Caesar just launches a dart down the sideline after Blank took it away for a moment. Here's Elliott. Davis now trying to get it to the middle. And Quinn swipes it away. Moore racing with Quinn. Quinn touches it through. Lindsey Bush had it for a second, but it finds it down to Vonderheide. Vonderheide chips it down into the box to Stamper. Now Vonderheide across the face of the net. She's offsides. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll have scoring and stats from this one. We'll try to grab both head coaches for a post-game interview. We'll get our all-tournament team and our trophy presentations. And the dog on the far sideline finally got into play. He's been trying to get in for about the last 6 minutes. He finally had the ball at his feet, and they took it away from him. He has done everything he can in the last couple of balls down the sideline to get involved in it, just not been able to find one. He had that one right at his feet, and they pulled it away from him. Here's a ball chipped down the near sideline. Elliott trying to save it in. It's poked out of bounds. It's Jen Atkins with a throw. And Bush just kicks that one out of bounds. Vonderheide will toss it down to Stamper. Stamper in the corner, gets it inside the 18. A slow roll down to Quinn. Quinn with a big push. Ball rattles around. It's still loose. Quinn turns and puts it in. And it's 3-2. 16:31 to go in the ball game. And Ava Quinn there with a nice move on a ball just rattling around in the box. So Russell pulls to within one. Here's Elliott down in the near side corner. Ashland crosses across, and Burnham plays it off of her head. Now an inadvertent handball. That is a whistle and a free kick. So Rutledge will roll it up on the Bermuda turf here. Good ball into the box. Russell turns and clears it. Vonderheide settles it and sends it into the fans on the front row. Throw in by the Raiders. And a whistle and a foul on Russell, so it's a free kick. Russell is going to build a wall. And they've got to give 10 yards. So our center judge will back it up. So a three-person wall with Vonderheide in the middle. Or Vonderheide, excuse me. Elliott with a swing and a net. What a ball there. As Ashlyn Elliott off the free kick makes it 4-2. 15:01 to play. And a big answer there by the Raiders. Tyler Walker fields that one on the far sideline. It's a throw in for the Raiders. Caesar to do the job. Here's Davis, settles it out at midfield. Brings it off to Moore. Moore trying to chip down to the far side. As Kennedy Bowling checking into the game. Her first action in the affair. Now Quinn, nice through ball there to Vonderheide. Vonderheide steps through. Johnson trying to take it away from her and does so. Johnson will dribble it down in that corner, turn it back out to Bush. Bush working on Miller. Now it's turned and curled to the near sideline by Elliott. It's going out of bounds. Jenna Atkins will toss it in for Russell. Big throw there by Atkins off the feet of Vonderheide. Rutledge will turn it downfield for the Raiders. Elliott loses it. And Ashlyn Elliott is still barking at Promise Burnham. Here's a ball through from Tiller. No one was following. 13 minutes to go. And it is chippy at best. Bush, Rutledge near sideline. I wouldn't expect any Christmas cards from the two sides coming out of this one. Now we've got two balls on the field. The ball was kicked off of the fans on the near side, and as the ball girl tried to pick it up, it rolled back onto the field of play. So they'll rethrow it. Ashlyn Elliott takes it off to the far sideline. Here's Russell. Blank trying to make a run. Nice job there by Tiller to take it away. Lindsey Bush intercepts it on the back line. Vonderheide steps inside the passing lane, but it dies at the feet of Ashlyn Elliott. She'll chip it ahead to Rutledge. Rutledge coming down the left side, and Atkins will just touch it out of bounds. Rutledge to toss it in with 12 minutes remaining in regulation. Bush tried to play it off of her chest. It got up too high and goes out of bounds. So a throw in for Russell. Quinn has it roll at her feet. Quinn takes it far sideline. Slams on the brakes. Drops it now to Ryan Blank. Russell wants to reverse fields now. Here's Miller. Rolls it up now to Stamper. Ruby Johnson working on her. Stamper tries to play it through, looking for Blank. Blank on the right side, cut off there by Caesar. Caesar playing on her. She takes a spill. The Boo Birds rain down. They wanted a foul in the box. We play on as we have 11 minutes to play in this one. The Raiders leading 4-2. Vonderhyde, a nice play on the near sideline. Racing after her is Lindsey Bush. Vonderhyde trying to curl it across that end line. Feeds it across, and a diving save there by Boggs. Back live here. 10.5 to play. Raiders trying to find back-to-back region championships. Quinn touches it in on the near side, keeping it alive. She's got relief to Vonderhyde. She'll drop it to her in the right corner. Searching for Stamper in the box. Nothing happening there. Bush will just turn and kick it out of bounds. Ten minutes to go in the girls' regional championship. 4-2 Raiders lead this one. Here's Elliott. She takes it away. Feeds it ahead off to her sister. Burnham runs it down. Kicks it out of bounds. It's a Raider throw. Nine minutes to play in the contest. And a ball into the net. Raiders lead this one.
For the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays.
8:44 to play.
Wednesdays.
That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's things you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty
Screen printing and embroidery work done? Then you need to see the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics. 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson for custom screen printing and embroidery.